Marc Jones, let's go.
I don't understand what's the deal. Why does no one talk about it real?
Turn up.
I don't understand what's the deal. Why does no one care about the real?
No gravity, no gravity.
No, I should have built my life with a man named Matt.
No gravity, no gravity.
No, I'm trying to rise up now. I don't need no gravity.
I'm not sure if I remember this one.
Tell him I wait, give me a sec. I'm still thinking. Trying to keep up with the pace. Took a few L's, but I ain't soying shit.
This beat is bad.
Waves, come success, something like bait my way. Till I man just get off my case. Don't fix it, the thing ain't broken. Don't cross it, the path ain't safe. Let me make my way. Till I man just
Today in the building, yeah. Let me say it as it is. Let me say it as it is. I owe Jesus everything. Woo. I'ma say it as it is.
Welcome YouTube family, it's me Tidez back with another reaction video, and today we have got man like Marc Jones. So Marc Jones, this guy, he's been in the game for a while. You know, he's similar to Melvillous. He reminds me of Melvillous in many ways, just kind of the confidence he has, the attention to lyrics and bars that he pays in his songs, and he makes bops, man. This guy makes bops, just as you saw from the intro to this video. So again, if you're new to the whole UK scene of Christian hip hop, or this thing we call Christian hip hop anyway, we're more of a community than the subgenre. That's how I define it. But yeah, Marc Jones, man, check him out. And today we are reacting to his brand new album. I don't think it's his first album, because he did have his previous project, Progress. So Progress is right here. That was the EP by the looks of it. But again, he's shown versatility. He's worked on kind of, I guess, Afro swing beats, obviously trap beats, drill beats. So he's shown his versatility. One of his hit songs, Real, he uses auto-tune the whole song, which is quite different from what he usually does. So he already has a diverse catalogue, even though he's only had one EP. He's had a string of singles, but this, my friends, is his debut album. So this is no small feat here. This is his debut album, Glass Half Empty. What am I expecting from this? I don't know. I've only heard one song on this album, and that is Juggling. That is the single from his latest single from this album, which features Governor B. So again, you know, if you're even vaguely familiar with Christian hip hop, Governor B is a household name. He's probably the quote unquote biggest or most popular artist from UK CHH. And getting a feature from Gov is a rare feat these days. He doesn't do features that often. So, you know, it says a lot about Marc's position in the game, and just how long he's been doing this and how seasoned he is. So yeah, without much further ado, I'm gonna hop into it. The features, there's only 3 of them. We've got Tidez. So Tidez is a great upcoming MC who is signed on Governor B's label. Let's see. It doesn't seem that Marc Jones is on a label. He seems to be independent, looking at the label tags at the bottom. But yeah, Josh Kai, I don't know who that guy is, but I know these other 2. So not too many features. It's a concise project, 11 songs. So let's see how much substance that Marc Jones fits in this. We're gonna hop in, but just before that, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe for this video so that you get more of this content. And yeah, let's hop straight into it. First track is the title track of the album, Glass Half Empty, just under 2 minutes. Let's see how this intro sets the tone for the album. Okay, let's go.
I gotta take a second just to breathe.
Okay.
'Cause last year I went through a time I was crying on my knees and I thought I was a strong person.
Wow.
Even the strong feel weak like when Hulk ain't green, so I had to call out to the Lord. Either that or fall down on my sword.
Already he's given us that real content. Especially when you're creative, you feel a lot of pressure. And I'm a creative myself. I've dabbled in music. I specialize in animation. I'm a podcaster as well. And I kind of combine all of those talents in my Mental Roots brand as well. So I know I keep mentioning Mental Roots every single video, but Mental Roots is my creative business, award-winning business that has had a co-sign from the BBC. So we're doing big things out here. If you want to find out more about that, check that out in the written description for this video. But all of that is to say, I understand it. I am a creative myself. I know what it's like to have big ambitions. You have a fan base. You have a community of people who love what you do. But you go through seasons in life where you're trying to figure things out for yourself. Maybe you've got personal struggles happening. Maybe it's family problems. Maybe it's internal problems. Just, you know, all sorts of things that we grapple with as human beings. And then when you compound on top of that, the pressure of being a creative, the pressure you put on yourself because you know you have ideas that you want to execute, but you might not have the strength or the resources or even the inspiration to execute. And, you know, you feel like you're letting yourself down. You feel like you're letting your fans down. I get it, right? It's just refreshing to hear that, you know, with his first album, he starts with this very real kind of confession that, hey, and maybe that's why the album's called Glass Half Empty, because there's this assumption, especially when you're a Christian, that you're always positive and you've always got hope to give, but you don't. You know, and it's very interesting that his debut album has such a sobering title because, you know, it just sets the tone. And this is what it's taken for me to get here. Like, coming to this point to release my first album has not been easy. I've gone through a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to use my first album to be very real and very honest about the struggles that I've been through.
In this life, man, you gotta have patience. Is there really a price if you're faking? I see man scream facts about a daydream. You wanna be on that 18.
Yeah.
You can't shoot your shot on safety. But in your own mind's where it's most harsh. That's where I'm at now.
Inside of your heart is where it's most harsh. Different meanings there. It could mean that, again, what I was saying about self-criticism, right? Judging yourself the hardest, like the hardest person on you is yourself. Or it could mean that a lot of people, that the harshest place for them is in their hearts, as in a lot of people might not say to your face what they actually think about you, but in their hearts, they have harsh thoughts towards you. So it could have either of those two meanings.
Struggling with stuff, but I still had blessings that were plenty.
Yeah.
What good is money if you lose the ones you love? Is the glass half full or half empty?
Is the glass half full or half empty? We're gonna let it ride into the second track, Carpe Diem. I might have heard Carpe Diem. I don't know. Title rings a bell somehow. I don't know. But yeah, next track. Okay.
Yeah.
We're into the trap vibes.
These days I spend less time on my phone. It weren't doing good, bro, told me to leave it. Used to rush, now I take it slow. I'm much preferring the route when it's scenic. It's like C4, I could do things all on my own, but I crashed and burned and I deeped it. Bounce back, rose up like a phoenix. You're only as strong as the rest of your team is.
You are.
But the only thing certain's death and tax. Had some plans for the year.
Yeah, and by the way, that's not the first time I've heard a rapper say that. The only thing certain in life is death and taxes. I think Andy Mineo said that in his song Donuts. Only three things that remain: death, taxes, and Jesus. They all get you. But yeah, like, again, so I think maybe that's what he's talking about in terms of the recent struggles that he's had. Is a lot of it is probably to do with COVID. I don't know how COVID affected him personally. It'll be interesting to hear that. But yeah, that's like multiple times in those first few seconds of the song, he talks about COVID and, you know, talking with his boy and, you know, reflecting on how much, you know, it's also built his character as well. So yeah, again, he's talking that real, but yeah, and on a trap beat this time. But so yeah, the way he's spitting is hard. His production is always A1. I want to know who his producers are. His beats are always slapping. So this is no exception.
Thought it was growing pains. Now it just feels like my growth got stunted. But it's a brand new day, so I can't complain.
True. Gotta be
Yeah, I
grateful.
might take a L, I still bounce back when things get strange.
Yeah.
That's cause I changed my ways. New route, you can see, man, got that.
I'm liking the
Always got
panning
a
on
new
the
plan like
speakers
Top
there.
Cat tunes, then spin around your head like Humpy's Day. Used to rush, now I take it slow. I much prefer
Good hook, I like the hook. I hope he does a bit more melodic stuff, because I like Real. I like the song Real. So hopefully there's more melody on this album as well.
You're only as strong as the
Still
wrist.
bros,
Last year's
man.
felt like a recess. On to the next one. Oh, so seamless. Staying offline, trying to raise my neck. And I'm on the climb. Let me catch my breath.
I like that. I'm staying offline trying to raise my net profit, I think he's saying. So yeah, you've got a bit of wordplay in there. That's nice. That's nice.
They didn't know about asking. And they all shoot their shot when they get their chance. They didn't know about passing. Me, I just wish them well, tell them
Yo,
break their leg, no.
that's actually a bar. Everyone's taking their shot. They don't know about passing. Obviously, you know, it's a football reference, but also the deeper meaning behind that is, and this is another big thing he's already started talking about in this song. It's like brotherhood, cooperation, being in community. You know, we're all meant to help each other win. It's not every man for himself. So I like how he's honing in on that. That's a recurring theme in the music, you know. And he's saying like everyone's trying to shoot their shot and, you know, climb to the top and get their piece of the pie. But, you know, I have a wealth mentality, and I think Mark has a wealth mentality as well, that there's more than enough for everyone. Like if I'm sacrificing, if I'm giving to my brothers, if I'm giving to my fam, like I don't lose anything. I don't lose my significance. You know, my worth isn't in my, although he mentions net worth, his worth isn't in his net worth per se, but it's in who God has created him to be. And the more you help others, the more you're blessed. It's more blessed to give than receive.
My butt heads no beefers, but we're still bros, so that can't get between us. This last year's felt like a recess. On to the next one. Oh, so seamless.
Nice one. Again, it's like your typical kind of Marc Jones song. It's a vibe. Very potent messages in there. So we're probably going to get a lot of that in this project, but hopefully we get some surprises in terms of production. This next song is called Roulette, just under 3 minutes long. So a lot of these songs are quite short, very to the point.
Outrageous. The
Hopefully
man one chat, but I dodge all that cause it's contagious.
Yeah.
I'm still putting in work, I still got dreams of a house that's spacious.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like putting it all on red in Vegas, but that wouldn't solve my problems. Might give me a few new ones. I keep saying that I'm done with rap, but then I come back like Gigi Buffon. I hate and I love this tape, brand new Vim. I got the desire to win. We fell, bounce back like Saka, comeback king.
Yeah,
Clean
I
hearts
like that
always
reference to
win.
Saka.
Ain't no silence, it's still in God we put our trust.
Yeah.
This ain't luck. It ain't luck. Look at the time, it's in a
The
rush.
hook's a bit weak in my opinion, if I'm honest. And you know what? I know Mark is a spitter, right? So he's not gonna have the best hooks in the world, but it would be nice to kind of see a bit more effort on the hook side of things. I think, you know what? When you're a spitter, right? Because I've done a few rap songs myself and started releasing here and there. It's important that when you are more of a lyricist, when you're leaning this more towards the bars, you still need to pay attention to the hook, man. And the hook doesn't have to have melody. It can just, I think the hook on Carpe Diem is better because the lines are hit better and the what he's saying carries more weight. So when it's the sort of lyrics you memorize, it carries a lot of power. But this hook right here is, I don't know, it just doesn't have as much energy. So I think if you're a spitter and you know that melody isn't your main selling point, then make sure the bars in your hook still carry. And I think, you know, from time to time, rappers get it wrong. Even the best, you know, people like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, when they do hooks themselves, sometimes their hooks can be a bit weak as well, because sometimes you put so much effort on the verses that, you know, the hook can be a bit neglected. And yeah, it happens sometimes. So that's just one little thing I'd say could be improved about this song. But Let's see what the verses are saying though.
Bite my tongue, cause if I speak, I'm in big trouble. I had one Barney and saw that friendship turn to rubble. Gotta get past that stubble. I'm with bro like Chuckle, breaking bread, the vision's there. Had some, can't let that stop me. Do it like Jordan, give them air. From young I learned life weren't fair. Days when I wanted it, it's more like sink or swim.
I like the piano in the production. It was alright. I mean, it didn't really wow me. It's a bit of a filler song to me. But again, production is strong. Again, like I said, the hook could have been better. Even the verses, to be honest, the verses could have been better.
Been a bit quiet lately.
Nice transition into the interlude.
Been trying to work through a few things, but yeah, struggling a little bit with just motivation and yeah, like why to even do this. Yeah, it's a bit mad, so I'm just trying to work those things out, but hopefully, yeah, I'll be in a better place soon.
Yeah. So I think that's Mark talking on the voice note to a friend there. I like how, again, the cohesiveness in albums is very important to me. So I like how Purpose just carries the same instrumental as Roulette and just smoothly transitions. But yeah, that Purpose interlude adds more context to where Mark is currently at in his headspace and the energy that went into this album. Again, he's felt burnt out and not sure. He's had this back and forth with music. Does he want to carry on with it? But, you know, he says that God has purposed him, you know, for this. Like, God's still with him and, you know, it's just a phase, you know, just keep pushing and answer the call that God has for your life. Even when you don't feel things are working, just think about who God has created you to be and the wider responsibility that you have with your platform as well. And again, remembering what Christ has done for you, the fact that you even have the ability to make music, like, that's God's grace, man. There's a lot of talented brothers out here who do not have the resources or who have not had the exposure, you know, to pursue their creative career. So the fact that God has allowed you this platform and the, you know, the producers and the team and the fan base to support you, like, that's a blessing, you know. And yeah, it's nice to see Mark kind of reflect on that as well. So next tune, Marc Jones and Tidez. I don't know if this is the first time they've collaborated together, but let's see what their chemistry is like. If you haven't checked out Tidez is a great upcoming MC. I think, yeah, he's in his early 20s, relatively young, but very talented guy. He plays the guitar as well. If you see his recent IG posts, he's been rapping with his guitar. So the guy's versatile, man. Hey, he might have to do a whole acoustic project, just rapping over guitar. I think that would be fire. But yeah, Tidez has his album Out of Time, not album, EP Out of Time. So if you want to kind of have a strong flavor of what he can do, check out that EP Out of Time. It's a great project in my opinion. But yeah, Heart is this next tune. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're gonna get some island vibes.
More from the chase. And I can only be me, so I never
Wait. Hang on. Didn't I just play the song Heart? Let me double check something, because I think this might have already been a single. Yeah, it's already a single. Look, it's the exact. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, this was already a single. This was already a single, but I don't. I think I've already heard this song, you know, but I only heard it once, so I haven't really fully taken in the song. So I'm gonna listen to it anyway. But yeah, this was also already a single.
Yeah, every day I thank God that I'm still in the race. I used to think success was the goal, then I realized you learn much more from the chase. Dealt with a copy and paste. True to my word, excel at a pace, and my outlook's good, so I'm feeling real great. Drop new tracks when I'm in a mood. Cook a meal for the wife, but I ain't Big Zoo. Broke out of the cage now.
Big Zoo likes his cooking.
Wretch in the past now, making some moves. Can't take work rate, still humble with it too. Every day there's a new chance. You can never win if you don't start. Mom said you gotta work hard. Never had a lot, but we had hard.
Never had a lot, but we have hard. That could have been the melody for the hook, man.
Never had a lot
fire in my
This is
belly and
Tidez.
my brain. Was trying to get the belly and the pips. Me to the game, I'm still bigging up my boys like I'm Lenny on the stage. Lenny in his speech. Come on, said we got a grind in the jungle like Amazon, trying to get on prime time.
I like that.
Use on my labor, how my light shine. Life give us lemons and we turn that into limelight.
You turn that into limelight. I like that.
Get your mind right if you're gonna try and rise. Remember we was jugging on the slide. Had to change our heart, now we crash like.
Every day there's a new chart. Never had a lot, but we had heart.
That we have heart.
Looking back at life, how it goes fast.
Never had a lot, but we had heart. That could have been the melody, man. You're gonna remember that I heart.
Never had a lot,
But we had heart. Never had a lot, but we had heart. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Again, I think the hook could have been. The words are there. It's just a bit more melody would have really like made it a complete song for me. But apart from that, it's a decent song. Again, a wholesome message talking about humble beginnings. We never had a lot, but we had heart, and that's how we've been able to get to where we're at right now. So I like that message. Slow Drive is the next song. So Slow Drive is another single from this album. I think this is the latest single. It came out very recently, either earlier this week or the week before, something like that. It's very recent. I haven't heard Slow Drive before, so let's see what it's like.